If you're like me and you have seen some romance comedies in the past, you will know this scenario. Our two protagonists are alone. One stands behind, finally overcoming her fear of telling the other the truth. Cherry blossoms are falling. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, she said it! What's the reaction?
Love you too, my friend. Come on, bump! Bump! Yeah.
Well, this was not the final episode, but the first minute of Tomo-chan is a Girl, a 13-episode romance comedy that aired this season. She, Tomo, is a girl, but she's friend-zoned, or bro-zoned, by her childhood friend and crush Jun, who, of course, secretly likes her as well. Tomo then tries to act more like a girl to appeal to Jun, which is basically the plot of the show. We know that every romance comedy has a twist. Lack of communication and social anxiety, a childhood promise, two overly ambitious tsunderes who cannot stand to lose. All of them have a specific twist to spice up the story. And if you look at Tomo-chan as a Girl, you might think that this is just your typical romance show with a twist that we get every season. But it's actually deeper than that. On the surface, you will get your will they, won't they romance plot. We have two characters not being able to communicate their feelings properly. A cast of side characters that are either cold-hearted or overly sweet. You have the beach episode, the school theater episode, the many misunderstandings. Yeah, it would be easy to brush off Tomo-chan as yet another romance comedy that doesn't help bringing the genre forward. All of this is true, but if you give the show a chance, you will quickly realize that not everything is what it seems. Here's what I mean. In the beginning, we believe that Jun is just as blind as Neji when it comes to seeing Tomo as a girl. But as it turns out, he actually does see her like that. Similar to Tomo, he has fallen in love with her, but despite Tomo's brave move to open up about her feelings, he is hesitant. He likes how things are with Tomo right now and, understandably, is afraid that a romantic relationship might be harmful rather than a logical next step. But it doesn't stop there. Take Carol for example. Introduced as a Barbie-like character, which blood is probably pink but red, she reveals herself to be an emotional character with a lot of depth that honestly surprised me. Seriously, Carol is best girl of the season. Actually, she turns out to be a mastermind, which next moves are harder to predict than playing chess against Magnus Carlsen, and her carefree spirit is quintessential for the many comedic aspects the show has to offer. And if you think that Mizutsu is the new Ice Kaguya, then I also have to disappoint you. Introduced as the cold-hearted sidekick, it becomes clear that all her moves come from a place of insecurity and not confidence. Also, I think it's hilarious that Jun and Mizutsu were actually dating. Lastly, there's Tomo, who tries to act like a girl, but doesn't really feel comfortable with it. She likes who she is, and you can feel the confidence she has in herself throughout the whole show. Also, she's finally a girl in anime that is not shy to speak up her mind and reveal her true feelings about someone. She is a tomboy, kicking everybody's ass, and I wouldn't want her as my enemy. But at the same time, she also has a feminine side but does not define herself by it. Tomo is great because she easily combines male and female traits without appearing too one-dimensional. She can kick ass and be a girl at the same time. Basically, she feels like a human being. We need more characters like Tomo, who can be seen as an example for young girls who can do things that are considered manly and still be seen as a woman. And because Tomo is such a strong female character, I don't really understand why the show does this sometimes. Despite being portrayed as self-reliant, she repeatedly gets put into circumstances where she has to be saved by Jun. Sometimes these situations even play out the exact same way. And that is pretty sad, because here the show missed the chance to not follow the typical genre tropes by letting Jun save Tomo, but actually let her remain an independent girl throughout the show. However, these are only minor moments in the anime and didn't bother me too much overall. Especially because Tomo is the kick-ass girl for the most time. The characters are the heart of this show and reveal that if you give Tomo-chan a chance, you will be pleasantly surprised. The characters are the unique selling point of the show, especially because other aspects of it fall relatively short. Yes, Tomo-chan's music is not very recognizable, and the animation mostly consists of single frames. In comparison to other romantic comedies, animation-wise, Tomo does not stand a chance. But where the show lacks its visual quality, it definitely makes it up in its voice acting. As you heard in the beginning, Tomo-chan has amazing voice acting, both in its subbed but also in its dubbed version. You can really feel that everyone involved had their heart on their tongues and put as much soul as they could into every line. Voice actor Sally Amaki is even speaking the Japanese and English version of Carol, which is pretty awesome. All of this translates perfectly into the comedic aspects of the show. Tomo-chan is based on a 4-koma manga, which means that nearly every page ends with a punchline. The show adapts this flawlessly into the anime, having jokes in rapid fire. And it's just amazing to see that the cast was able to take on that challenge challenge and transferred the comedy on screen perfectly. The pacing is another aspect that the show handles really well. Although I like Tomo-chan and would have wanted to see more, I am just glad that we got a cohesive story within 13 episodes. Tomo-chan progressively develops its characters, giving every one of them a round arc and ties every loose end by the finishing of the show. Because of the structure of the manga, the show sometimes feels that there are just snippets rather than cohesive episodes, but overall Tomo-chan is a Girl doesn't have moments where the plot is running in circles. Every episode works towards the grand finale, which also delivers in my opinion. Tomo-chan is a Girl knows what it is, and that is its biggest strength. Yes, it does not reinvent the wheel of romantic comedies, but the show's charm and likability make it more than just a simple romance comedy with forgettable characters. The pacing, the voice acting, and the several layers of the show make it a special one. Definitely my small highlight of this season. The initial manga of Tomo-chan has actually 900 chapters. So if you ask yourself how they were able to adapt all of this in just 13 episodes, then check out my video over here. It is my deepest wish to share my passion for anime and manga with this world. So if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, you can actually help me get closer to that goal. Thank you. My name is Leon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.